Hey everyone, Donna McElvaney back again with another healthy cooking video. Not really sure what my husband has planned at the moment, so I'm just going to go ahead and let him take over.
Okay, a lot of people ask about what we eat a lot of, and a lot of it is chicken. So we eat a lot of chicken, and we'll buy the big giant family packs of chicken breasts all at once, and then process them from here. Now again, we do all our cooking on a budget, just like everyone else, and with working 6 days a week, I have very little time to put into cooking big meals. So I usually do as many meals as I can on my day off, and we eat off those all week. This is a great easy way to do it, is to use large portions of chicken. So, like I said, we buy the big family pack of chicken. These are giant chicken breasts. Okay, I mean, these things are huge. So, this is not something that is, going to be something that you straight, batter and fry for fried chicken or anything like that. These things, I don't know where they get these chickens from, but they're huge. I know a lot of y'all are eating organic, grass-fed, free-range chickens. If you can afford that, that's great. It's just out of our budget, so we go with the family pack. I'm just gonna, first off, I got some water that's boiling, and this is 3 breasts. I'm putting 3 of them into the boiling water. Make a mess. If you'll let go of the plate. Let me get this out of the way.
I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb, so I really hope that nobody calls, because it will interrupt my video.
So, just let those boil. That's it. I let them come up to a boil, but I don't let it be a raging monster boil. Just let it start boiling. Okay, the second way I handle chicken is to use a grill pan. Now it's January and it's cold, and there's like 6 inches of snow out on the ground right now, so I'm not gonna go outside to the grill. So this is a great option for inside grilling. It's a Calphalon, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, doesn't matter the brand. It's pretty heavy, sturdy, it will hold a lot of heat, but it's got these ridge marks in it, and that really does help mimic what you get on an outside grill. So I love this pan. This is one of the few items in my kitchen that are, one-use items. This pan just grills stuff. So, you can grill any kind of meat on it. You can grill vegetables on it too. So, some squash or zucchini or whatnot, you can grill on a pan like this. While it's getting warm, it does need just a touch of some oil on it to keep things from sticking. So I've got some coconut oil. We're just gonna smear on there. Just keep everything happy and not stick as much as possible. Let's get more. So I like my pan to get a little bit of heat to it before I put my chicken down. You can see over here, this chicken is starting to turn white. Don't by any means think this is done yet. These are big, thick chicken breasts. You always want to cook chicken to 165 internal temperature. That's really important. So, just plan on 165 and you're good to go. You can use a meat thermometer, or another option is once you cut into it, you can see if it's pink or not. But, the 165 is the best way to tell that your chicken is all the way cooked through. So once that comes up to a boil with my chicken in it, I do turn it down just a little bit so it's not just raging boiling. It's just a nice slow simmer. Okay, this side over here, our grill pan is nice and warm. So I'm going to add 2 more pieces. Now these are big, thick chicken breasts. If I just try and grill these all the way through, straight on here, the outside will burn, the inside won't be done. So I'm going to show you some tricks of dealing with these monsters. So I'm going to go ahead and set them on. Now if I had a specific use for these that was going to be one particular seasoning, you know, whether it was kind of a Mexican seasoning or Italian seasoning, I might season them up now. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with these, I just cook them straight. So we're going to let those get started. Okay? Like I said, they will take some time, so just be patient.
And wash my hands.
So chicken is one of those things that again, you've got to be really safe with. There is no medium rare chicken. So it's not like steak that you can get medium rare. It's either done or not done. So y'all are going to be careful. Always watch your cutting boards too when you're dealing with chicken. Now here in a little bit we will be cutting this open before it is completely cooked. So you know, we've got to be cautious that the knife and cutting board that we're going to be using are sanitized and cleaned, because they will have chicken juice on them. I do like to keep these moving every so often so that that bottom one doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. That's all. Right there.
So I'm running right along with you guys because I don't do much cooking anymore. Like the last almost 2 years I have been in princess mode, and my husband has done everything for me. I've been very blessed to have a compassionate, caring husband who has really stepped up and taken care of me during this time that I haven't been able to do stuff. So I haven't been doing the cooking, and he's created all these great dishes and stuff, and so whenever I'm like filming these videos, I'm actually learning too. So any questions that I ask, they're actually genuine questions. Sometimes I see things, you know, that I'm thinking that you guys also would see and also question about as well.
So yeah, again, you know, if you don't have a lot of time, it does take a little time to cook this chicken, but once it's cooked, you know, this will last for a good while. So, you know, if you've got someone that can help you, if you are bedridden or whatever, hopefully I'm making these recipes easy enough that you can do them with very little training, very little experience. You know, hopefully they work easy for you.
For sure.
So these monster chickens, they are, you know, very hard to cook all the way through. So, but they're very inexpensive. I think this right here was at $1.69 a pound for the boneless, skinless chicken breast. I don't know what it is. Might be in your area, but it was $1.69 for me.
Yeah, they were on sale.
So you can see it's starting to get some grill marks on this one side, like you would have outside.
I like cutting all the fat off. I don't like all that fat that's left on it, but he's the one cooking, so I'm gonna let him cook it the way that he cooks it.
And I do take that off. I just usually take it off after it's cooked. So just two different ways to look at it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Starting to smell good in here.
Yeah, it is. If there's like any type of ideas that you guys have for some cooking videos, stuff that you guys would like to see, just comment below, and we'll see if there's like some type of recipe that he's got that's like a healthy version of it, and we'll see what we can come up with.
Or if you got an idea and you want to see if we can't make it somehow healthy. Now, I don't think we can make macaroni and cheese healthy, so, but, you know, we can do our best on different soups and that sort of thing. So that's one thing I've been really working on, is taking some recipes that we like in the past and then making them to our new way of eating, with no grains, no beans, no dairy, and all that sort of thing. So, you know, you can adjust some of your current family favorites just to that.
Yeah, like the first video was a paleo version of minestrone, is just kind of what we called it, and it has no beans and no pasta and stuff such as that. I believe that later down the road, I've been on this diet now for about 4 months. And I think at some point we can like slowly add a few things back, like we can add beans back, but we want to be super careful because we don't want any flare-ups. You know, I'm doing so great right now that we don't want to cause any mishaps. So we pretty well stick to the diet regimen. It's pretty tough, I will admit, because now that I'm feeling so great, I want to eat a whole bunch of other stuff, and I want to eat some junk. I want to eat out of convenience. But it takes a lot of perseverance to really stick to the diet. But when you have great foods like this, it really makes it easy to stick to it.
Okay, we're about ready to cut this chicken. But one thing I want to talk about first is a few tools of the trade that will make your life a lot easier. If you are in your kitchen dealing with knives in
a butcher block.
Butcher block, you know, these are not good knives. They will hurt you more than they will help you. So, I'm not saying go and spend $100 on a good knife, but here's one that is inexpensive and a good quality knife. This is the Mercer Millennium, I believe it is. You see that?
Nope, stop moving it. There you go.
Alright, Mercer.
Yep, there's its Mercer. Okay.
Mercer, right there.
Perfect.
Okay, Mercer Millennium. It is a pretty good knife. It's a $20 knife. So you're not going to break the bank with it. It's good and sharp. It's got a rubberized handle. Comes in this red, comes in a bunch of different colors. You can use a really good grip on it, whichever way you like to hold your knives, whether you like to pinch or back here. It's just a really good chef knife for the money. $20. Comes nice and sharp, and it sharpens really easy. So, you know, if you can put $20 into a knife, that makes things so much easier and safer. And you can color code it. So, I mean, I've seen the yellow one, they've got a blue and a purple and all kinds of stuff. So, this is one I take back and forth to work with me. So, you know, it is one that I use every day. Okay, so we're going to move forward with this. This chicken is not done. Do not eat this, okay? It is not ready to go. It's got great color on the outside, but we're going to move it over here to this cutting board. I hold it with my tongs because it is hot, and I'm literally going to cut this into 2 pieces, cutlets, Okay? You see that's raw on the inside. Okay? Now, we're going to transfer the cut side to our hot pan. And repeat with our second one. And with those cheap knives, that would be a very difficult cut to do. So, now, back over here. All of this is now dirty. This has raw chicken on it. So we cannot use this cutting board and knife again until we have washed it. That's very important, or you don't want to risk getting sick. So I'm going to move all of this to the sink. And I got my backup tongs. Tongs are great in the kitchen. If you've never worked with tongs in the kitchen, I love it. They don't have to be expensive tongs. Real just functional tongs work great. Our chicken back here, let's check on it. Yeah, so these are starting to make some progress. They still are probably not all the way done. A lot of the time when I'm starting this process of cooking for the week, I'll start some chicken up, bring it up to a boil like this for a little while, then just turn it off and let it sit and continue to cook all the way through while I'm doing other things. Okay, then I can come back to it in even 30 minutes or even an hour later, and then double check it. If it needs to come back up to a temp, that's great. If not, then I'll pull it out, and you're ready to go with it. You can use it in whatever dish you're going to use, however you plan on using it. One thing that I have found, that when I pull it straight out of the hot water and go to start chopping on it, it shreds up. It doesn't hold and cut into perfect cubes like it's so pretty. So, a lot of times what I'll do is let this cool down before I start chopping it. You can do that in the refrigerator. Throw it in a Ziploc bag in the refrigerator. You can leave it in there for a few days. Whenever you're ready to chop it up, just pull out one or two pieces and chop it up. That's how I handle it.
Okay. And we'll just sit here and continue watching chicken boil and chicken cook.
So you can see these have, the inside, that cut edge is now browned up. You just got to keep these moving, make sure they get all the way through, just like you would anything. So, I'm sure you can, you can guess how to finish off the rest of the chicken from this point. But, like I said, grill pan, great investment. It's one thing that that I do like. It's one of the few things that is a single-use type pan. So I don't have a lot of those in my kitchen. I just don't think it's worth having a pan that only does one job. But this is one of them. So I hope this all helps with the chicken. And we'll finish this off until it's 165. This off until it's 165. And then everything's ready to go in the refrigerator until we want to use it for whatever dish we're going to make.
Okay, so we're done now for this video, yeah?
I think so.
Okay, so this was like on preparing chicken and getting it ready to use in dishes throughout the week. And like he said, you know, on like his one day, he will cook up a bunch of stuff, and this is definitely one thing that he does to get ready to prep meals and stuff. So hope that helps you guys. And like I said, any questions, any comments, we're happy to answer them. Just comment down below. Thanks for watching, and happy healthy eating, and see you again. Thanks.